sometimes when we go through something really scary and stressful or upsetting, we can get new fears. And new fears could be something like new fears around bedtime, maybe new fears when you go to different places. But sometimes kids will have nightmares, and they could be super random nightmares, or it could be nightmares about some of the things that you've seen. Or maybe the nightmares could be things that you've seen on TV, like a scary monster or a scary character of some kind on like a TV show or a movie. Oftentimes our dreams are things that we've seen, whether it was real or not. But regardless, scary dreams can be really scary, right? And I guess my first question would be for you is, how is it for you when you first wake up? When you wake up, is your heart beating really fast? Are you sweating? Are you really hot? Are you having a hard time breathing? You might be breathing like really fast and shallow. So if you are doing that, there are certain things that we can practice to kind of calm ourselves down. We can take deep breaths. We can trace our fingers, so we can go and so forth. You can do both hands if you need to. I've had some kids that have thought that this was really helpful is counting like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. However way you want to do it. You can do it in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8. This helps you get out of that emotional brain back into the front of our brain so we can think a little bit more clear. Because sometimes when we're super upset, we can't even think straight, right? So those are a few things that we can practice. Something else that is really helpful is it's called a grounding technique. And what that means is it grounds you back to what's going on right now. Because sometimes when we wake up from the nightmare, we're like, am I still in the nightmare? And it's really scary. So remind yourself that you're here in your room or wherever you are. So by doing that, you could identify a few things around the room that you can see. So maybe you have a nightlight and you can see a few things around the room. Maybe you have a favorite stuffed animal or a blanket and you can rub that. Maybe you could name as many colors or shapes that you can think of. You can name as many TV shows on Netflix that you like to watch, or characters on your favorite TV show. I want you to name as many as you can think of. Whatever you really, really like, think about that and name everything that you can think of, because you're so knowledgeable and that you know so much about it because you love it so much. Try that. Say you do wake up and you're kind of fine, you're a little shooken up a little bit, and you're like, okay, that was really scary. I want to go to my parents' room or whoever's taking care of me in my house. So you go to their room. But instead of going to their room, what else could we do? We could close our eyes and think about a place that makes us feel really safe and happy. Kids have said an amusement park, Walmart, the park, the beach, up in the clouds floating, Disneyland, on the boat, feeling the wind in their hair. You can think of anywhere you want. That's the amazing thing about your imagination, is you can go anywhere. And so when you are really scared and upset in your bed at night, try and stay in your bed and think about something really happy. Or if you do really, really want to, hear your caregiver, or like your mom, grandma, whoever is taking care of you, if you really want to feel like you're with them, maybe you could go ahead and practice this in advance, like ahead of time, and get like perfume that your mom or grandma wears. You could maybe borrow one of their pillows and sleep with it. Maybe that would make you feel more safe. Maybe they have like a fan that makes a certain noise in their room. Maybe you can move that fan in there. That way you can close your eyes and pretend that you are with them, but then you can still be in your own bed. So try those few things And I know nightmares can be really scary. If they're nightmares about things that you've actually seen, remind yourself, it's just a story. It was just a dream, it's not real. And like say that to yourself over and over again when you wake up. If it is something that is like something that you've never actually experienced before, so like a scary character on like a video game or something, I want you to like make that like scary person or monster funny. Like draw, like imagine like a funny mustache on them. So draw them for me and draw a funny mustache. Draw like big, huge, funny sunglasses or clown glasses, or draw, I don't know, it could be anything. Use your imagination and make them funny, make them silly, and then look at them and say, it's not even scary anymore. So, if you want to keep watching just to review some of those things that we can practice if we are really, really upset, and this could go for if you're upset from a nightmare or really anything that you're like having a hard time thinking straight about, you can do this. So keep watching if you want to review it with me. If not, thank you so much for listening. So, again, we can take deep breaths. We can simply just take a deep breath through our nose and out our mouths. You can use our hand. You always have your hand with you. Take a deep breath in, pause at the tip, and down. In, and down. Great job. Take a deep breath in and down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Count on your hands for me. Put them together like this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If that's too hard, you can just count to 5 or 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if that still hasn't calmed you down, it's okay. What else you could do, and remember we're reviewing, is doing that grounding technique. And that could be naming as many Pokemon as you can think of. Naming all of your favorite movies. So you could say, Frozen, Pets 2. So name all of those awesome movies that you know about. Use that brain. I know you have it. And again, something else, if you feel like you just need to feel safe, remind yourself, I'm safe, it was just a dream. Or you could close your eyes and pretend that you are somewhere that would make you feel happy and safe. All right, thank you so much, and happy dreaming.